All right, man. Well, I'm kind of hiding under a tree. I got rained out on the golf course, tried to get some afternoon golf in. Did not work out. But I want to talk about golf to a degree, in a sense. Like, why is it that I play so much golf now? Because I'm trying to play like 3 to 4 times a week. I'm trying to go at least like twice in the week in the afternoon. Every now and again, I get 9 in like the morning times. And I'm playing a lot on the weekends. And what does that have to do with plumbing, right? Well, there's a lot of guys that have companies my size that don't have the ability to go out to the golf course and play golf during the week. Why is that? Because they're overhandling their companies. They're too hands-on with their shit, right? So I think a lot of people would, from the outside looking in, you would say, like, unintuitively or intuitively, you would say, hey, well, the brass man's fucking himself because he's on the golf course right now and he don't know what's happening with his company, which I do. But the other guy that's there on the job, he's not fucking himself because he knows what's going on, right? So you would think I'm going to be the one to fail, but you're actually wrong. It's counterintuitive. Like, you have to, like, depending on what you want, I guess, right? Like, if your job is to be small and be like the best small guy there is, then sure, I should be on site, right? But my goal isn't to be small. My goal is to be big time, right? So from the very beginning, I thought about systems. I was not just systems, but about like where I wanted to be. I didn't think of myself as just like, you know, a dude in a truck. I knew I'm starting a company, a fucking company, like an army of motherfuckers that can do shit. So in order for that to happen, we're going to have to do more things than I can touch, more things than I can see, more things than I can manage, or else we're just going to be small time. Rain's clearing up. We might be rolling soon, boys. Fuck yeah. But if we're limited to what I can look at and get and manage, well, then one man is the capacity of this company, right? So you have to spread yourself beyond that, right? And like the way you can get that done is through, building systems. Like I tell you all the time, there's nothing to it the way I do it. Everybody wants to act like plumbing or HVAC or welding, whatever the fuck it is so hard. Yes, it is hard, right? It takes a lot of experience to get good at whatever trade it is, even programming, coding, lawyering, being a police officer, all that shit. It takes time to get really good at it. Hang on, sorry, I had a call. No, it takes a long time to get really good at this stuff, but if you are really good at it, you start to realize that 90% of it's dummy work. You know what I mean? 90% of it's just fucking easy and 10% is thinking, right? And so if you can make it to where, like, my jobs, ain't nothing to it the way we do it. You know what I mean? And just nothing to it the way we do it. You would think, oh, plumbing in a 20,000 square foot clinic, that's a lot. That's really hard. Well, it's like we just think of drains. We think of our vents all like separately, right? We're getting our water, just get it up the wall. That's easy. Getting pipe up a wall is easy, and it's like you do that for every fixture. That's not hard at all. And then once it's all up in the wall, now we're just running distribution. I just tell them, hey, take it 2 inch to this point and then break off to 1.5 inches at this point. Then, and just tell them the sizing. And now you're just running straight lines and hitting T's. And that's really easy. It makes this 20,000 square foot water job trivial, elementary, right? And there may be a few things you got to call me for. Hey, what do we do here? But that's how, if once you're good, you should be able to make it simple. And if you can make it simple, you can take regular guys and do a lot of really cool shit. And just, build those systems to where you're not needed. And there's some people that have that power, that control issue where they don't want to let go of that control. That's not going to help. That's not going to help. I mean, like I told one guy earlier, like a year ago, it's Jeremy. I bitch about him all the fucking time. I bitch about Jeremy all the fucking time. He's one of my best friends. He had my back in a fight when I was like 19, and we'll be cool forever because of that. I tried to fight like 5 dudes, and I was drunk, and they were talking shit. They were the assholes, not me. I just wasn't a pussy. And but I wasn't scared of them, and I should have been. And Jeremy wasn't scared either, and he should have been. He had my back, so Jeremy's always cool. But he was talking shit. It wasn't talking shit. He was saying, you need to get back in the field. You need to show these new guys like how you are, what you do. And like I'm telling y'all now, that's limited. If I have 100 guys, obviously if I'm the CEO of this huge company, I might be able to take each apprentice and go show them, how to do things. So I have to build systems that solve that problem, which isn't me. But I told him, I was like, son, Jeremy, if I'm still in the fucking ditch, the highest you can go to is assistant ditch digger. You know what I mean? So you should want me on the golf course, because that means there's positions for you to fucking grow into, that upward mobility, which is my main job as the owner of this company, is to make sure you got a paycheck and you got somewhere to go, upward mobility. And the golf course provides that. And the connections I make are fucking huge. But this isn't a golf video. This is maybe it's hunting, maybe it's fishing, Maybe it's fucking watching anime. I don't know what the fuck your thing is, right? But like, you should be able to do it. Your company should be able to provide you the time to do that. And in building your company to give you that time, it should make your company durable and like real, not like, because for a long time we were the Corey show. It's a lot of customers that don't know who Corey is anymore. You know what I mean? So they just know what Dyson Plumbing is. And that's what the fuck I want to hear, boys. So, cha-cha-cha. See you later. Represent 757.